Yo, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over actually a recent thread that I dropped a couple days ago, and it's slowly been picking up. It's not exactly viral status, but I wanted to talk about two ways that you can kind of enhance your Google Ads strategy, and especially I think an area where beginners and intermediates really lack focus, and something that doesn't really get talked about in courses or on Reddit in the PPC chat community, stuff like that, or even on Twitter. So I kind of wanted to bring some light to this, and I think you guys will learn some stuff if you haven't seen this thread yet, if you don't follow me on Twitter. So the main things here are the two areas are understanding attribution completely from a Google Ads point of view, not talking about third-party, Northbeam, Triple Whale, Rockerbox, all those third-party providers, which and Hyros, which they all have their place, and they all give you like a North Star that you can try to find. For the love of God, do not use analytics, please. But this kind of just gives you an area to at least follow more and look at how your data at the keyword level, campaign, ad group level, network level interact with each other, and how Google defines that, because that's literally how you're making decisions. And if you don't understand how Google is making those decisions, how can you best make educated guesses on scaling or making a campaign more efficient, right? And the second thing is using segmentation to find your hidden data and how to then make better informed decisions. So the entire video today is going to be about how can you make better decisions with your campaigns, your ad groups, your optimizations, etc., by actually knowing how to find that data and how to use it correctly. So the very first thing, why should you care about having a sales cycle, or at least tracking the sales cycle from the attribution point of view? Now, mostly, if you have like a very one-to-one interaction to conversion sales cycle within one day, is this as big of a situation for you? No. However, if say you are maybe a little bit higher, cost of products, like $500, $1,000, I can pretty much guarantee you that if I saw your ad, or if someone saw your ad for the first time, a cold audience member, not remarketing, not warm traffic, or an LTV-based play, it's not going to be that one interaction within one day and I'm going to buy your product. It's just not. You need to have frequency with your ads and frequency with your overall approach to getting that ad in front of someone. And that's why if you have like a longer sales cycle where hey, it's going to take at least 2-3 interactions from an ad point of view to a click point of view to actually trust your store, your products to this new customer, you want to track that, because it's probably not going to come through that one campaign. It might come through a performance max campaign at the very top of the funnel. They come through a brand campaign because they know about your brand, so they search your brand, and they come back through a display or discovery marketing campaign or a YouTube marketing campaign. So you want to track that fully and understand how that does interact with your sales cycle and your campaigns that you have. So to do this, very first thing you should do is try to read all these different attribution models inside Google Ads. I believe there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and data driven is pretty much the baby at the moment, where everyone wants, Google wants to use. And actually, you got to watch out. It's starting to use data driven automatically without you even knowing, really. So that is an area you need to watch, and it actually will switch over your conversion attributions if you're not careful with that. So go through the Google Ads help library, look it up, and find this article. It's about the different attribution models. Read through it, try to understand how does an attribution model take into consideration of the sales cycle to that point. And then once you understand that and have an idea, go to your attribution tool inside Google Ads. There's a little GIF about it. Basically, you have 5 areas you can try to dig deeper. One is the interactions in days to conversion, kind of showing you how many interactions or days is it on average to take to find a conversion. Conversion paths, overlap, looking at different campaigns. Device analysis, you have a lot of overlap from cross-device activity. If you're more of like a awareness campaign account focus, then you have more of your conversion bottom funnel focus campaigns. You're going to see that a lot of like monitor or mobile to desktop or vice versa, depending on your product. If you're a SaaS, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of cross-device activity, just because I feel like most SaaSes, from a personal point of view, looking at clients and just how I look at SaaSes, you get be awareness based or researching on your phone, sees your ad, but then you can actually convert on a mount or a desktop because it's more utilized on that device. Assisted conversions. This thing is very, very sick. If you have a longer sales cycle and a lot of cross campaign interactions, kind of shows you how many times a person has come through a campaign, but then didn't convert, but then click convert somewhere else. Kind of shows you that. And then model comparison. This is a big one, even though it's not that big of a change for most accounts. If you like, I would at least use this one. Like, hey, how does my campaign data change from first click to last click, or first click to data driven, or first click to time delay? just compare some data and look for any big swings to see if there's anything that you're missing in your data view, and just so you can make an informed decision. Then going on over to the next point is segmentation. Now this is for sure, I think, the most underutilized tool. I didn't even know about this probably for the first 6 to 12 months, honestly, of learning Google Ads and trying to do it for clients. It was an area where it's intimidating if you don't know how to use it correctly, and it's a lot of data that Google already gives you so much data in the column point of view. You can even add more to it by segmenting that data by time, click type, conversions, device, your network with your search partners, your top versus other, or even your ad destination. And even with the time, the conversions, you have even more subsets of those data points. So how to use this and how to find it is go to your any view. You can be in your campaign, your ad group, your keyword, or your ads, etc. I believe it's almost in every single data that you can even find. Go to this middle white bar here. I was always told it was a white hamburger bar. That's why I learned it. And hit segment. And then you can choose your data layer, time, click type, conversions, device, network, top versus other, or ad destination. And then you inspect this hidden data. So if you see here, I believe I clicked on time here. I'm not sure what I clicked on. I clicked on, let's see here. I clicked on, let's see what I do, just to show you. So clicked on time by week, and then it's off screen, but you can see it breaks down this data by row here by weekly data. So you use this, get lost in it. Honestly, the first time you do this, you're probably overwhelmed with how much data is now available, especially if you have a very long time span, or you have a lot of conversions, or just you never knew about this, so you can be a little overwhelmed. So again, take your time doing this. I'll probably do another video on actually how to use segmentation in different ways. If you want to see that, please let me know. If not, thank you for watching this whole video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about how to use the attribution tool inside Google Ads and this segmentation feature. If you're not already, you can join my Facebook group, totally free. It's private, talking about more in-depth strategies and playbooks in there. We actually have over 520 members in the first 2 weeks now. So very pumped about that. And that's going to be a link in the bottom of this video. If not, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.